Okay, here's a brief video about what we're gonna do today. We're gonna start off with what is Frisbee, and then how to play Frisbee. So you wanna move the disc up the field to score, and you get the disc by cutting, which is running in a way to create space for either you or someone else to create the disc, to catch the disc. So say that's someone with the disc, they're facing up towards the top of the page, that's the direction of the field we're trying to go. They have a defender on them, which then limits where they can throw the disc. So with a defender, forcing flick, you now have strong and weak space. Strong space is created where it's easy to throw the disc. So you can easily throw the disc around your defender. So you'll have strong space when you're forced flick on your right side, and you'll also have strong space when you're forced flick on your left side around the defender. The weak space is created directly behind the defender, and that seems fairly obvious. It's harder to throw the disc over a person's head. It's easier to stop. And so while that space is throwable, it's not easy, it's riskier. So it's weak space. So looking at the strong and weak space, say that you're cutting and you're standing in strong space and no one is throwing you the disc. I mean, it's not getting thrown to you, they're not looking at you. Your job now is to move out of strong space into weak space to make room for someone else. So you can go that way into weak space, you could go up and out into weak space. You can, just get out of the strong space. You can go out of the strong space through the weak space to the break side. There's lots of different ways you can go. Be creative. What's important is that you don't get in anyone's way. So if there's someone in the weak space, the person in the weak space should be moving into the strong space. With that movement, they're moving into the strong space and it's easier for them to catch the disc. Anyone who's currently in the strong space should move out of the strong space into the weak space, while looking out for people who are running towards them. Don't run into each other. We can take a look at what this looks like with a backhand force. So here's a thrower, they've got the disc. Their defender is now forcing them backhand, which then creates strong space on the left side. And then it also creates strong space around their defender on the right side. And again, both of those are strong spaces because it's easy to go around your defender, and then the weak space is directly behind your defender, over their head. Obviously a more difficult, risky throw. Not impossible, so you can get the disc there, but it's just harder. So a good rule of thumb for cutting is if you are in strong space, move out of the way to weak space. That's called clearing. If you are in the weak space, be ready to move into the strong space to catch the disc. So you can think of it this way. Step 1, identify the strong space and the weak space. Step 2, figure out whether you're in strong space or in weak space. Once you've figured out what kind of space you're standing in, you can then make the appropriate movement. Step 3, move. And that's strong and weak space.